Priyanka Chaturvedi now with us. Priyanka, how would you respond to these statements by Kangana Ranaut, and also the point of not allowing her to enter Mumbai? Does that make sense?
No, firstly, we must understand the context in which she has been speaking. Since 14th of June, when the unfortunate incident happened of Sushant Singh Rajput's death, she has launched a crusade, which is fine, where she wants to bring justice to him. But in that context, she's ended up blaming the Mumbai police. She's ended up blaming the city. She's ended up blaming the industry. She has attacked on all fronts, and she has gone on record to say that she has zero faith in the Mumbai police. She goes to share a screenshot of Mumbai Police Commission liking some particular tweet, which turned out to be a fake. And yesterday, I think she crossed all boundaries by comparing Mumbai city, which is not just a financial capital. You must understand this is a city which has brought in many people who have been aspirational, who've been following some dreams, and they have fulfilled those dreams. Whether you love the city, you hate the city, this is a city which has lived up to everyone's expectations. So her calling it, comparing it to POK. POK is a base which is in contention, which is being used by Pakistan to set up terror camps in POK and to launch attacks in India. When Mr. Modi came on the back of 2019 elections, he spoke about the surgical strikes. Surgical strikes took place in POK, and comparing the nerve center, financial nerve center, the Hindi cinema nerve center to POK, and now in recent tweets she calls it Taliban, then I think it hurts the sentiments of every single Mumbaiker who's made this their home. And that is absolutely unacceptable, that you continue to attack the city, you continue to attack the Mumbai police.
While I may agree with your right to comprehend her statement or choose to not see this, or choose to see it in whichever way you want, do you think that it is justified to not allow her to land in Mumbai? It's almost become a combative situation.
No, she's saying... please. Who, Sanket, has said that we will not allow her to land? She says she has no faith in Mumbai police, right? She has said very categorically on record, she expects security from the central police, from the central government, and she expects either from Haryana government or from Himachal Pradesh government, but she does not want the state police. She's going to be living in this city, and she does not respect the law and order provided by Mumbai police. This is the same Mumbai police that laid down its life during the 26/11 terror attacks, which has been safeguarding the city, which gives me that enough safety net to step out of my house even at 4 a.m. and not turn around and check whether I'm safe or not. This is the kind of city Mumbai is, thanks to the Mumbai police. But if she has zero faith, what will she come and do in this city? When she doesn't trust in every single Mumbaiker, she calls them either drug addicts. People in her industry, 99% of them have been labeled drug addicts. So here's the thing. Anybody who does not, have faith in the police, does not have love for this city, does not want to work in the city, that feels unsafe in the city, we'd rather that they can happily, safely stay in a state of their choice, in a city of their choice, with the best of police force in the country, whichever she finds the best police force in the country. Please feel free to do that. But do not keep insulting us.
What would you say about this confrontation? From the way I look at it, this is a little bit pointless and a very needless sort of a controversy.
No. What makes you think it's pointless? Every single time you undermine the city, every time you speak badly about the Mumbai police force and you demotivate them, every single time these so-called, these fake nationalists come on Twitter and they shut everyone down and saying that every time you speak about the Indian Army or you speak about the government's failures is an insult to the armed forces. It demotivates them when they're working at the border. Doesn't it demotivate our Mumbai police force who have been working 24/7 during COVID, who have been appreciated worldwide for the work that they're doing? For whether it's being compared to Scotland Yard, whether having the best conviction rate, and you continue to demotivate them, demotivate them. You are turning them out to be devils. You compare them to the mafia gangs. I mean, is this some kind of, something that we should just let pass? We have she has been speaking nonstop. We have chosen to stay silent. But when it comes to the honor of a city, when it comes to attacking a city, trying to undermine its core values, what it stands for, then I think every single Mumbaiker, and you saw the outrage on Twitter yesterday. Every single Mumbaiker.
I have seen the outrage. The very fact that a city, an Indian city, any nationalist, no nationalist should ideally do this, or no patriot should ideally do this, compare this to a land which is obviously in enemy territory.
Listen, this is not about patriotism. This is about running an agenda. The running agenda is against the Maharashtra government. Let me tell you, 2018, Here's the same lady who attends the Umang Police Festival. She praises the Mumbai Police Force. She says, I feel safest in this city. It has to do a lot more, but I feel safest in the city thanks to Mumbai Police. I don't come on stage. I don't do any film shows, but I'm doing this for the Mumbai Police. 2020, she suddenly feels that Mumbai Police is not safe. They're running an agenda. I'm sorry, the agenda is coming from somewhere else, and that is something which is unacceptable.
Can the police assure that this is not going to happen because it's your government in the state?
The beauty of this city, the beauty of this state, is that irrespective of what you think about the state or city, if you disrespect the city, we will protest. Just like you have a freedom of speech, we have the right to protest. And we will protest whatever democracy permits us to do.
Protest peacefully.
And if you
right?
feel unsafe, then please find any safe city in the country, in the world.
No,
and
Priyanka.
last thing before, last
You
thing
have a
before
right to protest,
before-
but I hope protest peacefully.
Please, what did I just say? Whatever democracy permits us. The second thing I want to tell you, last thing before I leave, and I want the viewers to understand this.
Sure.
She has said she knows some drug cartel that operates in Mumbai, operates in Bollywood. 3 central agencies are right now investigating that incident that happened on 14th of June. ED, NCB, the Narcotics Bureau, then you have the CBI. If you have all the details, why are you going on Twitter? Why are you going on television? Please come on record. Please come as a witness, and you must tell everybody and help everyone unearth this problem. Mumbai police is not involved in this. Please help the central agencies. So this kind of an attitude where you can just keep speaking and expect no protest coming from us or no, backlash coming, then I think that's an unfortunate way of looking at democracy, that you can keep bullying, you can keep speaking anything.
Okay.
You can slander, you can use social media platform to just use slander and to undermine, demotivate,
So
speak badly about
it
the
is
city.
very
and then
clear
say
that there's going
listen,
to be
this
a
is my freedom of
pushback.
speech.
Thank you very much, Priyanka, for joining us.